Coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
This is Tacoma. This what put Tacoma on the map.
We're introducing you to Ray Seals, the only American boxer to win a gold at the 1972 Olympics, his inspiring story and outlook on life.
Then, Lowrider Cookie Company is showing us how to make some of their delicious desserts, and you can learn too through their cookie classes.
Plus, we're taking you inside the Wonder Museum, where you can immerse yourself in a world of technology and art.
And get ready for Petpalooza. We're giving you a look at all the fun and introducing you to two of the Parrot performers. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
You got to do some chair dancing on a Wednesday,
is
all I say.
Keep it going. It's hump day, you know?
Welcome, welcome. I am Mireya Garcia. We do need to start the show with some pretty intense news, though. This is wild. So we are learning that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, as well as her mother, were involved in what is being called a, quote, near catastrophic car chase involving the paparazzi. That is the word from a spokesperson from Prince Harry.
Yeah, so the incident happened in New York after the couple attended an awards ceremony where Meghan received an honor for her work. The spokesperson said, quote, this relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, as well as 2 NYPD officers, end quote. At this point, no injuries have been reported.
Yes, and I believe we have not officially heard word from the NYPD at this point. However, the prince has frequently spoken out about his anger with the press, intrusion into their lives, blaming them on the death of his mother, Princess Diana. And as you'll recall, you know, she was killed in Paris when her limousine crashed as it sped away from chasing paparazzi in 1997.
Yeah.
And coming up in about 15 minutes, we're actually going to check in with TMZ to get the most updated scoop on this story, find out what they are hearing about this.
Yeah.
Wild.
It is wild. My heart dropped when I heard this news. I could not believe it. And obviously they just do not want to repeat history here too. You know, this is a very sensitive topic for him. And, you know, I get, like, we love celebrities. We want to get the latest information. We want to get the photos and videos of them, but nobody needs to be chased for 2 hours at a time and endangered to get that scoop. Nobody wants to see those kinds of images, you know?
Absolutely.
So I'm glad they're okay.
Me too. And, you know, I did read his autobiography here, and he talked a lot about how intrusive this is in his life and how learning what happened to his mother really resulted in him feeling a lot of tension, even as a child into his teen years and still as an adult when he even hears the clicking of the cameras. So, you know, no matter how tame or intense it is, it causes him stress. And, you know, I think a lot of people criticize them because the phrase is, didn't they want privacy? Why are they out here? But the thing is that they never said they wanted privacy entirely. They wanted their private life to remain private. So if you don't want people chasing you to your home or to your hotel, you know, you're trying to get away, I can only imagine that that is incredibly stressful. But again, we are waiting on the most up-to-date version of the story, and we will get that to you in just a few minutes. All right, well, after years of teasing, the Golden Bachelor finally coming this fall. Okay, so this is going to feature a senior man on his journey to find love. ABC saying that the new series will showcase a whole new kind of love story, one for the golden years. The cast has not been announced yet, but the network says that this man is a hopeless romantic who's giving love a second chance and looking for someone to spend his sunset years with. I'm glad they're changing it up. I feel like I've seen the same story too much with The Bachelor, so it's nice to see a change. What
It's going to be the most dramatic season yet, like it always is. You know, the big thing with the Bachelor Nation is, like, are people there for the right reasons? And I think that you've got a better chance of that happening if the person in question is like 62 plus versus a 22-year-old that's, you know, looking for love to settle down, because everyone knows after you go on a show like this, you get a lot of fame, a lot of followers, and brand deals typically follow. So I think it's good that they're switching it up. I I think that in the future, what I've read is that people really want to see more like body inclusivity with the Bachelor cast, and so hopefully that will be the next kind of step here, as well as an LGBTQ plus Bachelor season, which they've done in Australia before and went really well. So hopefully, we'll get it here in America as well.
It'll make its way here, yes. I think I 100% agree with you. I feel like there has been an attempt to make changes, but often, whether it's the Bachelorette, the men and the women are all the same shape, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think that says a lot of really great things. So hopefully we'll see that coming up. But I am very interested to see, is it also the women that will be in their golden years?
I know. I think it's probably going to be a variety.
Yeah, we're going to have to see.
Life. But they've been advertising these ads for years. I started watching Bachelor seasons in 2020 when the world shut down. I remember them advertising it in like March or April 2020. So I'm glad they finally did it. We're not all seniors by the time that we can watch this, you know? All right, now that Taylor Swift has announced the re-recorded version of her album Speak Now, it's going to be out in July, her ex-boyfriend Taylor Lautner is chiming in. So Lautner and Swift briefly dated in 2009, and the song Back to December on the Speak Now album is believed to be about him, as well as some others, like the song Midnight Rain on her most recent album, Midnights. In an interview with the Today Show, Lautner said that he feels safe, but he is praying for John. Dear John, which is another song on Speak Now, is believed to be about John Mayer. And the prayers from Lautner likely come because when Swift re-recorded her album Red, she included an incredible 10-minute version of All Too Well, which is widely thought to be about her relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal. And I sobbed when I saw this music video, when I heard the 10-minute version of this song. So I say go for it, Taylor, if you're going to do it,
And Taylor Lautner, by the way, his type is women named Taylor because he's married to a woman named Taylor. Yeah. So it's Taylor Lautner times 2 here.
I know. I feel like, he's very much like, I keep my side of the street clean. Like he's good. I almost feel like he's, the Swifties' favorite ex of Taylor's, if I can say that. He's so like unproblematic. Yes. So we'll see.
You know what I think is a really crazy perspective, though, that we will get to see with this re-release is that, I don't know, big Taylor fan here, but around the same age as she was coming up, and now I'm a little older, but around the same age, in the 30s. So you get a whole new perspective, and you get to see, that what she was like when she was younger, which makes Dear John even crazier. Like, she was an adult, but she was essentially a very young adult, nearly a child. She's dating this 30-year-old person. It's mind-boggling. So we'll get a brand new perspective. I really hope there's a long video attached to this.
Oh my God, we would be so lucky.
I know. Continuing our talks with Hollywood here, actor Todd Ham is not who I'm talking about.
He could be someone.
He's somebody, but it's this guy, Tom Hanks, pointing out an unusual benefit to artificial intelligence. During a podcast interview, he is saying that technology could make it possible for him to continue acting even after he dies. How wacky is that? Okay, so Hanks says that Hollywood agents actually already drawing up contracts to protect actors and their faces and voices as intellectual property. And AI will most likely be used in a movie that's called Here. Hanks is in that. And the technology is going to be used to de-age him. We're seeing that happen a lot right now. It's going to happen with Harrison Ford in the upcoming Indiana Jones movie. And I'm telling you, I feel like the writer's strike is really pushing other aspects of this industry to imagine what is the likely outcome here. Although I do not love the idea of an AI version of an actor starring in a movie, that just doesn't sit right with me.
I think that would feel violating, you know? I feel like we've just gone from 2023 to 2073 real quick here, with every single day we're hearing more and more about AI. So it's creepy that they're having to drop these contracts, but that's the reality of the world that we're living in. So good thing they are. Beyonce is getting ready to release a new hair care line. It is in honor of her mom, Tina, who owned a popular hair salon in Houston in the 90s. Beyonce said that her first job was actually sweeping up hair in her mom's salon. So in the announcement, she says that she has learned so much while on her own hair journey. And she continues by saying that she's always dreamed of carrying on her mom's legacy. Now, there's not an exact release date or that many details quite yet, but Beyonce says that she cannot wait for people to experience what she's been creating. And people are so excited for this. Like, I was looking through the comments on her Instagram and everyone was like, take my money, adding to cart, checking out now. And like, these products don't even exist yet.
Yeah.
She's still experimenting with this. So I'm glad that she's doing this. I'm glad it's not another celebrity skincare line, because I feel like we've got enough of those already, and Beyonce's gonna slay it.
I think so. And you know what? It's so interesting to me to see what the dreams and aspirations of people are once they've reached a certain point of success. Because Beyonce is Beyonce.
She's at the top.
What could she possibly want? But you get a little sneak peek into her life, and you know, she's talking about that hair salon with her mom. So you know that this is something that means a lot to her. And you know my deal. I know it's important to grab that bag, but if you don't care about the product you're selling, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people still do buy those things, but it makes you like respect the celebrity a little bit more when they're going into business for something that they have a personal connection to.
Agreed. Yeah. Hey, if you ever wanted to know the meaning behind some of 90-year-olds, I can't believe he's 90. Oh my gosh, Willie Nelson, his songs, you're about to be able to read about them soon. So he's sharing the stories in a new book entitled Energy Follows Thought, The Stories Behind My Songs. The book releases on Halloween, just before his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on November 3rd. And he's telling the story of more than 150 of his songs, shedding some light on moments with Dolly Parton and Ray Charles. And this has just been incredible behind the scenes storytelling. I cannot wait to read this, because I think that with art, a lot of the times, you know, the people who are consuming the art, you get to decide, but to have this person who has such an amazing time in the industry tell you, this is what I meant, even if it means something different to you, that blows my mind.
It's really cool. A lot of people, just like, I know music artists don't want to say where their art came from as well. They don't want to give you exactly the story behind it, because they want you to have your own interpretation and be able to relate to it. But I love that he's doing this. And I feel like both Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton doing the most ahead of being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You gotta
Having a little
respect that.
comeback. I love it.
Yeah. Microsoft co-founder and Seattleite Bill Gates spoke at Northern Arizona University's graduation, giving a very important message. So he told grads that they are not slackers if they cut themselves some slack. He went on to say he wishes that he appreciated the benefits of a proper work-life balance earlier and took more long weekends and vacations. After he wrapped up his speech, he made it very clear there is more to life than just work. That's nice to hear from someone who's so successful.
It is. And you know what? I will say that I know that you're the same way. It's like the work culture really eats you up, even if you love what you do. But it is so important to take the vacation days, the PTO that is yours as a part of your working life. And, you know, I know that for me, I always wanted to, I travel a lot now, but when I was a kid in university, I wanted to go study abroad, and I didn't do it because I thought it was more important to graduate early. And that was my call. Like, how silly is that?
Yeah, I studied abroad, and it did make me like graduate a little bit later, but I don't regret that.
Good.
You know?
I think that's great.
But you're making up for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still to come on Studio 13 Live, we are checking in with TMZ for the latest entertainment headlines.
We're getting more details about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle being chased by paparazzi. Oh boy, that's coming up next. It is time to take a look at what is poppin' in celebrity news.
And for that, we are bringing in TMZ senior producer Charlie Neff. Good to see you, Charlie.
Good to see you as well, ladies.
All right, so we just talked about how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were followed last night in what people are calling a near catastrophic car chase. What is the latest information on that?
Yeah, so Harry and Meghan's rep have released a statement saying that they were involved in a 2-hour paparazzi chase in New York. So Harry, Meghan, and then Meghan's mom, Doria, were all in New York last night. They were at an event where Meghan was honored. After the event, they all got into a black SUV, which was followed by 2 police cars, assuming, for security. And then we're told that that's when an alleged chase had happened with the paparazzi. Now, the NYPD has confirmed there was some kind of incident with the paparazzi. They said that there was no collisions, but we were told that this got pretty intense, and Harry and Meghan's rep had said that at one point, these cars that were following them had gone up on a curb, were driving through red lights, and were being very aggressive. And we were told that at one point they were on a highway trying to shake off the paparazzi, and Meghan's vehicle had gone about 80 miles per hour trying to get rid of them. At one point, too, they had gone into a taxi, got out of the SUV, went into a taxi, and then the police cars followed the SUV out, assuming to try to, confuse the paparazzi as well. And we were told this ended around midnight, started at 10 p.m., but ended at midnight. Luckily, no one was hurt. And you got to imagine that Prince Harry himself, too, is probably a little sensitive to this, considering what happened to his mom, Princess Diana. But luckily, nobody was hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just such a big question mark for me. I would love to see a little more information come out from officials here, because if the police are there, why couldn't they have stopped it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about the legality there.
This is one of those stories that's still developing. We'll keep you guys updated with everything that comes forward. I think a lot of people, too, are wanting to know, where's the video of this? We want to see exactly this chase, because some people are wondering if this is a little exaggerated. But like you said, the police did confirm there was some kind of incident with the paparazzi, but didn't really give anything further than that. So we'll keep you guys updated.
All right, Charlie, thank you. And we're also going to talk about Johnny Depp, who's getting some love at the premiere of his first movie since he had that major trial with his ex-wife, Amber Heard. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, he was greeted like crazy at the Cannes Film Festival, and that's going on in France. He's out there for his new movie, Jean du Barry, and he was just getting all the love from fans, taking photos with fans, taking selfies, also signing autographs. And at one point, when he had walked into the building where the event was being held, he got a 7-minute standing ovation. So I think it's safe to say he's fully being embraced back into Hollywood. We all saw the crazy courtroom showdown last year, the defamation case with his ex Amber Heard, which he did win. But, there are still some people out there saying that he shouldn't be embraced back in Hollywood, and the 7-minute standing ovation was a little much, but he is being accepted and he's going on with his life, and Amber Heard is kind of living a low-key life in Spain that we know of. So yeah, he's back.
He's back. It's so interesting. I feel like if the trial would have gone another way, it would have been a completely different situation right now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you were just in Italy, girl. How was your trip?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was on my honeymoon. It was the best. Thank you. Yeah, I was out there for 2 weeks, and I gotta say, I definitely suggest Italy. Wine is cheaper than water, so
that is true.
That is always a plus. But yeah, I'm back out of the pan and into the fire. So here I am.
We're so glad to see you. Charlie, thank you so much.
Likewise. All right, ladies, I'll catch you next time.
All right. And don't forget, you can catch TMZ right here on Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m. Coming up next, we are taking you inside the Wonder Museum.
Yes, I got to watch technology and art join forces here for a unique and immersive experience. Stay with us.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening.
Technology has certainly made its way into art, and a new museum in Seattle is showing us how high-tech artists are getting creative and allowing people to become immersed in the process.
Yes, in some cases, you're actually able to become an artist yourself. I visited Seattle's Wonder Museum, and it opened up my mind to how art can shift your perspective.
The thing about art is that it can be so moving and beautiful. Just look at the use of color here by artist Stevie Shao. but I'm about to take you on the adventure of a lifetime with Wonder Museum Seattle for a fully immersive art experience. I'm already just having so much fun here at the Wonder Museum in Seattle. Hi.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the Assistant General Manager here.
Thanks so much for having us. So talk to me a little bit about the museum and what people will feel as soon as they walk in.
Sure. So Wonder is existing at the cross-section of technology and art. So what we've curated here is a truly interactive experience where guests need to engage with the art in order to fully get the best of it. There's so many great things to look at, but I really do love the indie art piece behind us. I find it to be one of the most engaging and mesmerizing pieces we have. It's called You Can Do Most Anything. And truly, when you engage with it, you can do most anything.
Okay, this has been amazing. You sold me on it. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Zach Paul.
And I'm Adrian Stein.
Together we make Haze, and we are the creators of Hypermere.
They're not only reflecting upon themselves visually, but also metaphorically reflecting on the way that technology is blended with our lives.
This is one piece in a series of installations that we're doing, and they're all about this increasing entanglement between humans and machines.
That ain't me, man. But this is amazing.
I think that the most gratifying moments have been the ones where we've connected with people who maybe don't get exposed to a lot of immersive art. You are here. This is where technology meets your life now, and this is the extent of it.
So this has been just so trippy in the best possible way. And the thing I really love about this is that it's perfect for a date night or even just having a blast with your family. Bring your kids.
We do have a link with more info on the Wonder Museum up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. You know, there was so much cool stuff to try. Very trippy too. I actually got to try this gummy that's made from a berry that changes your taste buds for 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I've heard of those things before.
Yes.
Like when I lived in New York, I feel like they would have dinner parties where people would take those and eat the food. What was it like?
Okay, so they also, and you can do this if you go to the museum. I ate some hot sauce like Tabasco, and it tasted kind of tangy.
Okay.
And then I ate a sour gummy, and it tasted very, very sweet. So it was
so weird.
It was very trippy. And I'll tell you, one of the coolest things to do is to make your own music at the museum. I got to do that. You heard some music in that package, and it was kind of stuff that we were pressing, and it creates a song. And in that way, you become an artist as well.
DJ MG in the house. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What a cool package.
Yeah.
Something else pretty cool. Soon you'll be able to use your own voice with Apple products with personal voice. So people are at risk of losing their ability to speak, and they're able to record their voice so that their device can actually learn it. Apple says that it takes about 15 minutes to set up, and then people will be able to use recordings for another feature that's called live speech. So you type what you want to say, and then your personal voice will read it out loud. Apple's also releasing other accessibility features, including assistive access to support people with cognitive disabilities, and these new features will be released later this year. I think this is fantastic.
Wow, I think that will be so, so helpful. And we talk a lot about that line with technology. I think this is very beneficial.
Yeah, it's nice to see this technology developing for good.
Yes, but technology, depending on who you ask, can also do some very bad things, okay? Moms on TikTok getting major backlash for using Apple AirTags so that they can keep track of their kids. One mom says that she even trained her children to come back to her if the tag starts beeping. Others say they just use them in case anything goes wrong. Now with the AirTags, you can track things like on the Find My Phone app, you know, which provides directions on how to find what you've attached that AirTag to. Some people say the mom should really be able to keep track of their kids without this kind of help, but you know, kids can run off really quickly. So it's a touchy subject for sure.
If I was a parent, I think I would do this.
I don't do it now, but I would say I definitely plan to, especially when you're talking about a really, really young child who is gaining independence. Like, you want them to have that independence, but So much stuff can go wrong too.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult topic though, because I've also seen videos of women saying that they were tracked by abusive exes, for example. They didn't know that an AirTag was in their purse or in their car.
Yeah.
So once again, we're talking about that line with technology. When does it work and when doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Taco Bell wants to free the phrase Taco Tuesday. Okay, this story blew my mind when I read it this morning. So right now, Taco John's owns the trademark for Taco Tuesday, but Taco Bell filed a petition to change that. So currently, to use the phrase, companies have to get permission from Taco John's. Taco Bell says that the saying is common and, quote, should belong to all who make, sell, eat, and celebrate tacos. How can a company own the phrase Taco Tuesday? Explain that to me.
That is
what
crazy.
What world does that make sense?
I don't think that should happen. It is a very common phrase.
It's not like they invented it.
Yeah, no,
That's wild.
absolutely not. No, I don't like it.
Free the taco.
Free the taco. Still to come, driver on the street taking us to Tacoma.
Yeah, we're meeting Ray Seals. He's the only American boxer to win a gold medal at the 1972 Summer Olympics.
His inspiring journey and an outlook on life, that's coming up.
It is time now for Driver on the Street, where photojournalist Michael Driver introduces us to some incredible people in our area.
All right, so today he is in Tacoma bringing us a story about a hometown Olympic legend. Hey, Driver, you there? Hey.
What's going on? How you guys doing?
We're good, but where are you?
Well, where I'm at is significant, but I'm going to wait and tell you about it till after the story. And the story is about Sugar Ray Seals. A man in 1972 did something that no American did, and he's got a medal to prove it. And he keeps this medal 50 years later with him at all times and shares with everyone that he meets. Why does he do it? Because he wants to inspire people. He wants to motivate people to never give up on their dreams, because he himself knows how hard it is to stay up when your back's against the ropes.
Ray Seals is the pride of the USA boxing team. A bristling, battling, talented 139-pound junior welterweight from Tacoma, Washington.
I'm going to tell you when it's coming, because you know when it's coming. Here it comes. Boom! Oh, there it is. You see that step. I said, Mama, I got him. There's my mom right there. Go on, Mama.
Seals' arm is raised in victory.
Sugar Ray Seals. I was the only American fighter in 1972 to win an Olympic gold medal. I call it my American Express card. Never leave home without it. 50 years later, I still have it. And 50 years later, people still want to see it. This is Tacoma. This is what put Tacoma on the map.
The 1972 Olympic gold medalist, Sugar Ray Seals.
I boxed 19 years, 430 fights, 19 losses, over 200 knockouts.
Sugar Ray Seals looks to me as though he knows how to take care of himself.
I left town and I got married to a lady from Indianapolis, Indiana. She passed away last year with a heart problem, and I'm back in Tacoma. Why? Yes, this is where I started my game. Put the right hand right behind that jab. I'm here for reasons. Not a reason, but for reasons. 1, 2, yes. Now you're in front of me. To help your children to take that gun out of their hand and put gloves on. Give it to me. That's where it's at. To teach them what it is to be a good guy. Bam! Mm-hmm.
He's very passionate.
Bang! Because I'm in there.
He wants you to succeed as long as you want it.
Bang, doom, bang, doom. Well, yeah. There you go. There you go.
I think everyone should have a role model like that.
It's right there. You ain't got to go nowhere.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes life could throw a curveball on you and you find yourself in a bad place.
Pastor Christopher, he found out that I was in need.
When his wife passed, you know, he didn't have any blood relatives in Indianapolis, and so he wanted to come home. When he got here, he didn't know that the cost of apartments and housing had just went through the roof. And he found out that I'm Sugar Ray and I can't even get a place to stay.
We are going to my room.
I got a place for you at the retreat center, you know, until we could get you to where you need to be.
This is my living quarters. I have 2 beds, one here and one there. The Lord gave him the opportunity to give me a chance in here, to give me a ride out there, and here I am. I live better than this. My life is better than this. But in order to get my life back, I have to go through this.
He want to live, and for Sugar Ray to live is to encourage people, to talk to people, to help people. Yeah, yeah.
Little at a time.
Yeah.
Inch by inch is a cinch.
It is.
Boxing is my life. Woo-hoo. Life is what you know.
Shucks, boy.
What you've been given, how to use it to make better for yourself and others. That's what life is. Everything happens for a reason. The Lord said, don't worry, man. Keep doing what you're doing because it's going to happen. You have to believe.
And who doesn't like a happy ending to a story? I'm here now with the champ. Champ, tell me, where are we at right now?
Right now you're at my apartment.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like the gym, but it's not. It's my apartment.
And man, so what happened? The community that you love and you've given to for so many years, they kind of came up and they're helping you out.
You know, finally come back. I mean, it takes a little while. You know, God says, man, he gives you enough time for you to figure out what you want, get it right, and then let it go. And so, thank you. I'm home. I needed help. You've given me help, and I am very grateful. Thank you.
So, obviously, you're on the right path. You're doing the things. What's next for Sugar Ray Seals?
Well, right now, I am working on a gym. I need to show, to give, to help with my experience that I've had. So I'm waiting for a gym right now. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Sugar Ray Seals Boxing. It's going to happen.
I'm looking forward to that, and I think a lot of other people are looking forward to that. Now, I know you talked about you're a giver, so I just want to ask you a question. I mean, any chance you could give me this gold medal? Come on
wait,
now.
Wait.
Hey, I'll fight you for it. No, you know what?
Listen.
Hey, you know what? No, I'm good here. You go ahead and take that back.
Listen, it took me a lot. You know something? My mother bought a plane ticket 6 months before I qualified. She knew I was going. The military was going to draft me because I was 100% special ready, and they was going to draft me. I had to make a decision. Should I go with my mother or should I go with the military? I went with my mother, and we didn't expect to be the only American fighter to win an Olympic gold medal.
But you did it.
But I did.
Man, that's awesome. Hey, guys, we're going to send it back to you, but like I'm going to hang out here a while and see if I can learn some tips from the champ. I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge, and I've learned so much just doing this story with him. So
19 years of boxing, 430 fights, 19 losses, over 200 knockouts. I got some experience, and I got a good eye and good ears, and I pay attention. You know, I tell my fighter before it's all over, you got 2 eyes and 2 ears, 1 mouth. Shut your mouth.
I like it. Hey, tips for days. Tips for days. Yeah.
I love it. Michael Driver, thank you so much for bringing us this incredible story. Oh my gosh, he has such a good sense of humor,
He
too.
really does. That was amazing.
Oh my gosh. As time starts to pass, certain things get left behind. And now people are saying goodbye to ironing their clothes.
I know. So fashion and lifestyle experts have noticed that fewer people are using irons for the past several years. They say it's due to a rise in trendy, wrinkled clothes, which I certainly haven't heard of, but okay. They call it fashion-enabled laziness, with even more people choosing clothes for comfort instead of getting out the iron, and people using wrinkle removers or steamers instead of an iron. I do love a steamed piece of clothing.
I only use a steamer.
Yeah.
I haven't owned or used an iron in decades. So it's all about the steamer for me. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I do have an iron because every now and then you do need one, but it's just so much easier to steam your clothes.
Yeah, I feel like I tried to iron for a long time and I never really got the hang of it. Getting it like wrapped around the bottom of it, but you have the like little, metal pieces underneath.
Do you think
hard.
it's
I just steam everything.
Big Iron sent us this pitch desperately trying to get more people to use irons?
Maybe. Well, coming up on Studio 13 Live, we are celebrating all the special animals in your lives at Petpalooza in Auburn this weekend.
We're going to give you a preview of the events and introduce you to some parrot performers. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile.
Well, hello.
Hi.
From reptiles to talking birds and furry friends of all shapes and sizes, Petpalooza celebrates all the special animals in our lives with a day filled with fun and Auburn.
We do have birds on our shoulders. You've not lost your mind. We're going to talk about this amazing event. We are joined by Mayor of the City of Auburn, Nancy Backus, and the very cool Parrot Lady, Debbie Goodrich, with her two beautiful feathered friends. And we have Jessie right here, or Jessie?
Jessie,
yeah. And Ollie.
And Ollie.
Wow, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. So Petpalooza kicks off. Hi.
You want to help us do our job?
Apparently she wants to talk in parrots.
Yes. So it's kicking off this Saturday at the Game Farm Park. So Mayor Backus, tell us all about the event, what people can expect.
Oh, it is so much fun. So the event starts at 10 a.m. It goes from 10 to 5, but we do have the dog trot that starts at 9:30. And you can register for the event starting at 8 a.m. You'll get a great t-shirt like this, your bib, and you'll get a medal for completion. And we have all kinds of great vendors, over 150 vendors that day. So there's microchipping, there are free pet tags, anything for your four-legged or two-legged pets, your family members, you can probably find it at Petpalooza this Saturday.
Wonderful. So fun. I hear there's some pretty fun pet contests happening as well. Best dressed, best voice, and even best pooch smooch.
Yes.
Give us a scoop about that one especially.
So I will tell you, I have judged that one in the past, and it is so difficult because every one of these pets and their owners have worked so hard to get there that day, and you know sometimes pets don't want to perform on command.
Sure, that happens.
And that happens. I know. But just so cute, from big dogs to small ones to cats. We've had birds as part of the tricks. It's just really a fun day for anyone that loves animals, and even if you don't, come on out because I think by the end of the day you'll absolutely love.
I love that. And of course, entertainment happening throughout the day as well as some featured performers. Can you share some of that with us?
Yes. Well, we do have the All-Alaskan Racing Pigs. Always a big hit.
They are really fun.
They are great athletes. You should see them. They are absolutely great athletes. We have all kinds of fun rides and things for the kids. And of course, the featured performer, our wonderful pet lady, or Parrot Lady. So
and we're gonna get a little sneak peek right now. So first of all, how did you become the Parrot Lady?
I became the Parrot Lady in 2001. So Rainforest Cafe had this beautiful outreach program, and they said that we're not going to have the birds at the cafe anymore. So I picked up Ollie and Jessie here from the cafe, and we just continued the outreach program.
So they're at least 20-something.
Oh, 24.
24.
And they'll live like 50, 60 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And the entire time you're taking care of a 2-year-old child that never grows up and eventually becomes a teenager who wants independence.
Oh my gosh. So how long have you been performing with the parrots?
These guys, all 24 years.
Wow.
So we do about 80 to 90 shows a year. And we've been doing this a really, really long time. And now they've been on Xbox. They've been on quite a few things.
What do you mean they've been on Xbox?
Yeah. Well, they actually did a feature for the pirate. They had a pirate game that they had. They bought them out. And they were trying to film their feathers. And like, we can't get the right color. And I'm like, I know.
Cool. They're
beautiful. So I'm like making kind of intense eye contact with, this is Ollie, right?
This is Ollie
with
up there,
Ollie. Are they good with eye contact or is that like intimidating to them?
No, actually they judge who you are, what you do, and how you feel by your pupil size. So they have voluntary control.
It knows how we feel.
Yes. So lots of people get very intimidated because they like to really look at your eyes because your eyes do tell all. It's true.
Yeah.
That's true, Jessie.
That's
true.
I think Jessie might want to say hi. I don't know. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, Jessie.
Can you say hi? Say hi. I know, like you keep talking in parrot thinking that you might want to say hi, but not you. What about you, Ollie? Can you say hi? Say hi. Oh, we got a hi out of Miss Ollie. That's always a good thing. Thanks, Miss Ollie. But what we do is when we do the performances, we always ask if the animal wants to do the behavior, like she just said no there.
Okay.
So I ask from behind instead of in the front.
Okay.
And see if they want to do the behavior.
Yeah.
And if they do, great. And if not, oh well. So we actually show that when we do the shows at Petpalooza as well.
And what are the signs like they want to do it, they don't want to do it?
Well, just now, she just showed you a no response. I'll show you that real fast. So I'm going to put my hand to the front. She's, well, in that case, now she is.
So that's a yes.
That's a yes. Before, she opened her mouth and said, like, like with the mouth slightly forward, like, I'm not sure
really.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's
in this
do
case, she
some
really
then.
wants to do her roller skating, apparently.
let's do it.
I mean, so she's just going for this. But one of the things that's really cool about roller skating in a parrot is, do they normally roller skate in the rainforest? No. So this bird is not a rainforest bird. This bird is a city bird.
Yeah.
She was born and raised in Minnesota. It is not okay to take them from the rainforest. So none of these guys came from the rainforest. And Jesse's like, well, because I don't live in the rainforest anymore, I'd much rather do other things besides flying. I would much rather roller skate, I think. Let's see if she's willing to do that. Can you do that? Can you come over here on your skates, kiddo? She said I did it earlier.
Oh my
And if you actually hold your
gosh.
hand out, she'll come to your hand and take treats right out of your hand.
Here we go.
You are so talented.
Yeah. And so the thing is that a parrot's mouth is obviously extremely powerful, and of course requires and demands a lot of respect. But as you can tell, she can very, very, very gently take treats right out of your hand.
Yeah.
So these guys, their tongue, yes, absolutely, their tongue. You're going to do this first. Their tongue is like a finger, so it actually has bones inside it. So they actually have a prehensile tongue. So they use it to touch and manipulate. So their beak is independently moving. So literally, she's got a opposable thumb built into her face.
Oh my gosh, it looks like her tongue is going like this too.
I know.
Like in the
Okay,
same
she's
shape
feeling
as
it.
the beak.
Here, we'll come over here and get this ball from our fine.
No way.
She's like, I don't know. Can you come take that?
You want to come get the ball?
I might have to lure her to you a little bit here. Maybe.
You trust me? Look at my pupils.
You can get closer.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
And then she'll just
So
take it
smart.
nice.
No way.
And then hopefully she'll just put that away.
Yes,
now, the
Jessie.
basketball playing behavior you see there is just the same thing as they would forage in the wild. So they take a ball and then they just put it away like that, right? They, in this case, they take food, put it away in the nest. But the roller skating took her 9 months to learn because it's so unnatural.
Of
They have
course.
long toes. Their toes are as long as your legs.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and then they got two in
Like
front.
in proportion?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So, right? Isn't that crazy? That doesn't look like that. So as a result, these guys can't scoot. So if we take a look at how she walks by comparison to how she skates, she's got those really long toes. And so it makes it really, really tough. So she might go sideways because of her tail being really, really long as well. So macaws don't land to the ground. So that head toss she just did there, that's a sign of discomfort.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick her up and say, okay, you're cool. Do you want to go play with her
You are so
instead?
much more talented
And
than
see if she
all
wants
of
to go
us.
here.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming in here. This is incredible.
We wanted a parting gift for you guys, though. We wanted you guys to get kissed by a parrot.
Okay.
Have you ever been kissed by a parrot?
No.
Wow. So Ollie here, my green-winged macaw, is very famous for loving to kiss everybody. She's a big kisser. She sticks her tongue out, and this way you can also feel what her tongue feels like. It's actually dry. And so we're going to see if she'll actually touch you on your...
kiss?
Okay. It is a tongue kiss, so watch. Since she's nervous, I'm going to...
Oh my
Here she goes.
God.
You see her tongue sticking out there?
You've got to watch this back, Maria. That's very sweet.
Good job, Jessie. And then Jessie says she does like to hang out with everybody at Petpalooza. And then we do have an upcoming event after Petpalooza too. So
cool. Well, we've got a link with more info on Petpalooza and all that on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13 live. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we're trying some very tasty cookie desserts with Lowrider Cookie Company.
We're also hearing all about their cookie classes, so you can learn too. Stick with us.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight some delicious food in our area. And if you've got a sweet tooth, this is the right moment for you. You got to check this place out.
Yeah, so today we're joined by Emily Allport with Lowrider Cookie Company. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you.
know because I love your cookies, you've got a really fun way that you've named your shop. Give us a scoop on that.
Yes, okay, so we named it Lowrider Cookie Company. It's named after my two dachshunds.
Yes.
So we've got two little dachshunds, Smokey and Riley.
Love it. And where are your shops And what kind of cookies can people find there?
So we have 3 shops. We've got one in the Central District in Seattle. We've got one in the Georgetown Trailer Park. And then we also have one in Burien. And then our cookies, you can see we have our signature flavors. So we always have 6 signature flavors. And then every month we come out with 2 new flavors.
Fun.
And then we have a stuffed cookie as well, which has a filling inside.
So we're going to get to try all sorts of things today, but I want to make sure that we see this right here, which you said is quite beautiful.
Yes.
Show us this.
Yes. Okay, you got it.
What is it?
So this is our stuffed strawberry rhubarb cookie. So it's a vanilla cookie, and then inside is a strawberry rhubarb pie filling that we make, and then on top is a streusel.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's just really delicious.
I've never had a stuffed cookie before.
Oh my gosh,
this is blowing my mind.
It's so good.
Look at how pretty that is.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
I would love to try a bite of that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So cool. And you also teach cookie classes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we do. So they're at our Burien location, and we have 2 different classes right now. So we actually have a stuffed strawberry rhubarb cookie. So if you want to learn how to make it, you can do that. And then we also have a class where you can do our cookie cake.
This is gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's layers of cookie with layers of cream cheese frosting. So yeah, so one of the classes you get to build a cookie cake and make cookies. So you get to walk away with a bunch of stuff. It's really, really fun. Our head baker is actually the one who teaches the classes, and we built a classroom in our Burien location. So it's super fun.
I like how you combine cookies with other desserts. Like this tastes like pie to me.
Yeah,
Doesn't it taste to
deli-
you?
but
So good.
handy, you know, you could just grab it and go.
Yeah,
so
good.
share with us what are some of your most popular cookie flavors?
Our most popular cookie flavors, definitely chocolate chip. You know, you just can't beat the
classic.
nostalgia. Yeah, exactly. And now we use brown butter in ours, and then we use 3 kinds of chocolate. So semi-sweet milk chocolate and bittersweet chocolate, and then there's a little bit of sea salt on top.
Okay.
Delicious.
And then you ship nationwide as well, right?
We do, yeah. And that's our shipping box right there, that teal box.
Cute.
So yeah, and people can just order right on our website. Just go to the nationwide shipping, and each box comes with a dozen cookies. We have a few pre-packed dozens that you can choose from, but our shipping boxes are really cool. They make a great gift, and they're really sturdy in there.
Well, as someone who has friends that live in a lot of other cities, I feel like that's a nice way to like tell people that you love them and you're thinking of them.
Yeah,
And you're supporting, you know, a local business too, which is amazing. I love to see that. Wow.
So is this sliced?
Yeah, so yeah, this guy is this sliced.
I've got to try a bite of that.
Yeah, that's our chocolate chip.
My mind.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We'll put more info on our website.
We do have that there for you. We hope you have a fabulous day. And have a Lowrider cookie if you get the chance.
Thank you so much.
I wanna see you smile, take you another